Monday, July 13th. Look at these averages. You know how I always start here. And they was up big today. Oh man, what a reversal. I'm actually happy to see it, even though I did lose some money on one of my accounts. Actually, probably two. And look at the VIX, man. So the Dow, what is it? The Nasdaq's down. Oh man, I didn't even realize it was down 226 points because this thing was up huge today. Oh man, so look at the VIX down 18%. So we go ahead and just bring up some of the charts, and this is what's going on. Let me change that over there. All right, so hold on a minute. I just got to make sure I got everything going on. There we go. Share this out. Don't worry, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. All right, got the chat window up. Everything is cool. Let's look at, this is the 4-hour chart on the SPX. I got the SPX index up. Outside bar right here. Look at that right here. So not only did this bar take out the previous 4-hour, that's the 4-hour chart candle, it damn near almost took out all of that on one bar. This is a huge reversal pattern. So I went and bought some puts. I've been telling you guys I'm afraid to buy puts. I did it today. I just didn't like the reversal was huge. The market was really giddy today. We had Tesla. Tesla up 245 points today or whatever that was. Please, if you was in Tesla, I hope you took profits. I was selling out of my position. I had like 6 shares. I don't know. I was selling out my position as it was going up. And today I sold the last 2. It was up 214. I did not sell it there. I sold it when it was down, when it was still up 90. Because I was seeing what's happening and I just got out. So it was up 200. It was up like 14%. Now the thing is down 3%. Right? So that's, it's like I think it's almost like the leader of the NASDAQ or the leader of the reversal. People, yeah, hopefully you took your money on that, and it probably still has some ways to go. I can't mess with it. It's way too volatile for me. I'm just gonna take a pass. I probably won't mess with Tesla until it starts going sideways for a little bit. Let me get in there. Y'all said something. Mr. Generates, what's up? Your first trade in about a week? Hey, babe, Julie Boss Beyond. And IWM puts, you know, I bought my calls and I was a little bit early, bought my puts. I was a little early in the put action this morning, but I bought them because when the market was ripping to the upside, I saw this move in the IWM. And I'm like, what the holy cow? I mean, it was even negative. It was just tanking. And I was like, I wind up buying them low. I bought puts not here, but on the SPX. I just think the IWM is really low. It does look like it wants to roll over, though. So I think you did a good trade, Mr. JRH. I bought puts on the Qs. And let me tell you something. Even though they ripping like that, it's still a scary position to hold. It seems like this is a better position to hold, but I think everything is going down. I really do. And good timing on my Amazon video. Let me know how you liked it. And I also meant, because I think there might have been a misunderstanding in that video, so check it out. I'm talking about this earnings period. I do think Amazon is a buy long term. I get it. I'm talking about this earnings, this within the next couple of weeks. That's what I was meaning in that video. But yeah, I saw that how IWM was not participating. It's always been weak. So I was like, I'm buying. This is it. This is it. And I had left. I was gone for the day, and I kind of missed the top because I really could have got some juicy action today. But I wind up getting in. You can look at what I got going on. I'm up 550 for today. Believe it or not, I was up like 2,000. Then I was down like 13 or something like that. Now I'm up 550. And it's all thanks to these calls. Look at the puts. Look at the SPX right here. Let me close this window. See, I'm up 1,700. This is all puts. I bought a put spread and a straight put. The one This one, the 18 days is the straight put, $1,500 on that. Now, if this thing rips up tomorrow morning, it'll crush. It'll take all that away. But if it rips down, let's double that, right? Qs. You see, I bought some puts in I bought 20 call. I sold 20 call spreads on the 284, 283. Right now, that's up about $100. And I bought 2 puts on the Qs. That's up 406. So those are my short positions. I closed out of this Dow, the diamonds positions. I'm in the Walmart. Walmart actually didn't do that bad. I like Walmart. I'm going to talk about Walmart a little bit later. What's up, Cashmatic? What's up? Anyway. Oh, man. My Twitter, Cashmatic, is not doing that well. Just every time I think of you, I think of Twitter. Walmart. Yeah, I got these leaps going on, right? And this put spread. I still feel comfortable in this put spread. It depends on how low we go. Is this a 1 day, 2 day thing? 4, 5? I don't know. Facebook, of course, got crushed. I'm in leaps, all leap action. So, that's always volatile. It's up. Facebook was up, I think, like 250 today. And, I mean, what a reversal on these Qs. Yeah, 250. Closed at 239. This is even ugly. I mean, look how this is an outside candle right here. Look how this one candle is taking out all of this action. So I'm a little bothered by this. I don't know if you count the stems. I don't think you count I'm a little bothered by that. We already know Facebook is. So let me tell you something. If these earnings don't pan out, which is what I've been kind of calling for with these tech numbers, it's going to be ugly. If we go to just regular what's going on out there, and I know there's a disconnect. This was towards the end of the market, and that's why it kind of sold off into the end. California to close all indoor restaurants, movie theaters, and bars statewide. They doing a reversal. If this takes off, we had Disney, Hong Kong. You know how we kind of following Hong Kong, well, that area a little bit, right? We're kind of behind them. Anyway, Hong Kong, Disneyland closed again. Right? So is our Disney World going to close again? Because we know it's going crazy up in Florida. American Airlines to warn pilots this week about potential furloughs. We already know about United with the 7,600 people that's about to lose their jobs. And let's see what else is going on. Amazon restricts warehouse storage as COVID-19 crisis continues as holiday looms. I don't know what they mean by restricts warehouse storage. So anyway. It's not all. It's not. Maybe the market might be starting to connect. I don't know what's going on, but today's morning rip was insane. When I woke up and saw Tesla up 250 points or whatever, it was just what? And I wanted to sell my shares right at the top. I just didn't know. I shoulda, but I did get something out of it. I sold it up 90, not down 47. So a little bit happy about that. You said how many people are watching? I have no idea. You have to tell me. Usually it's about, I don't know, anywhere between 3 and 12, generally. But I'm trying to grow the channel. I appreciate you, Miss Chins. Miss Chinnies. I'm trying to grow the channel to get people to watch my videos, man. I put up a great Amazon video, I think. And all I did was recap what they said last quarter 3 months ago. And it was pretty negative, but yet the stock wanted to rip, after like 1,200 points. I was like, there's no way. So I did try to put on a negative trade on Amazon, like a put action, put, call. Look at that. That's an ugly candle. Look at that daily. Talk about that outside candle, right? Look at the volume even. But it was too expensive. I couldn't find anything that, going out, let's say a month, or at least after earnings. I just couldn't. Look at one put is 21, and this was earlier. One put is $21,000. Put spreads, and it was wide. Look at this, 207 on the bid, 225 on the ask. I could not find a combo that was comfortable with, and that's what I was afraid of. So I wind up, because I know the top 5 stocks is like 25% of the Qs now, which is crazy. So I that's what made me just buy short these Qs, the 20, and two straight up puts, and sold the 284, 283 on the calls. So if you go here, yeah, I'm way up here now, so will it get up here in a month time? I don't think so. I think we definitely reached the top, or we're gonna go sideways. I'm feeling good about that trade, but I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? If we go back, it never's been more than 2 days down on the Qs. We could sit here and count them, right? Two consecutive. There's two. Here's two. That's possibly three. Here's two. Way at the market bottom, right? So since the market bottom to now, there's only been, what is it? Two days of Qs being down 2 points. Qs being down 2 days in a row. So your Amazon breakdown, super helpful. Thank you. I got a lot of negative feedback on that, and when I did, especially because I posted it on StockTwits, and I posted it on Twitter. I just put it around the thing, especially on StockTwits. They're crazy over there. And oh man, it's going high. Oh, you're crazy. Oh, this is insane. And that made me think, okay, I'm more right now. These guys are really drinking the juice. Yeah. So and I saw it go up, and I wanted to put it on this morning. I was like, this is the perfect time. But it was way too expensive for me to put up any kind of combination. But I really feel, and I said this earnings only, maybe next earnings, but I was mainly focused on this earnings period. It's just not going to be as good as everybody thinks, only because they told us that. But then after it ripped up, I'll be honest with you, after it ripped up this morning, after I saw Tesla up 250, I was like, man, you know what? I don't even know. This market is insane. That's what I was saying. It's just insane. I have no idea. Because what changed overnight where Tesla's going to be up 15%, right? It became the top 10 business. It was the top 10 biggest company, I think, in the world. And Elon Musk was richer than Warren Buffett. So that's some of the news that was coming out today. I don't know about now that it closed down, whatever it was, 47 points. But when it was up here, that's the numbers they was putting out, right? The 10th biggest company. Unbelievable. Oh, man. So that's a serious reversal candle. Look at the volume coming in. We talked about this already. I think it's got to come down. I think if you want an honest opinion from me, I think it comes down to the breakout, possibly 1100. I really do think it comes way down here. Look what happened over here, right? Remember this one? Let's zoom in right there. Remember that? It's kind of similarity, right? And then it came all the way down to 400, which was the breakout before it reached that 1,000. So we come here, almost the same thing, right? So the breakout, it might even come down, 1,000. So, but when it goes there, man, buy your shares, right? Because I think Tesla is the real deal in the long run. Oh man, you said you want to buy weekly 1,500 puts on Tesla when it was 1770 and it was 36. Yeah, right. But oh man, just think if you would have put that trade on, where you would have been today. Tesla made a lot. I was thinking when it was up this morning like that, it made a lot of people rich. I was thinking of everything. It made a lot of people rich that was in straight calls. It made anyone tried to sell a call spread or went short. They was probably crying. Hopefully they held on to their position, because at the end of the day, they would have been right. And then anybody that bought the puts, well, I don't know, but that was short with puts, I imagine, did they go to zero? I don't know. Tesla holds its volatility. So, but if you sold calls, or if you was just straight up short, anyway, but I think it goes down. But yeah, hopefully the people that was long, they got it. I sold mine. Like I totally own no Tesla, and I want to be in it, but it's gonna come down. It's not going. So back to the Amazon. I'm all over the place today, and people were saying once it was going to the roof, and everybody drinking the Kool-Aid and just think it's a straight up stock. Trading like a penny stock, a $1.6 trillion company is just going to go straight up nonstop. I'm just like, yeah, they drinking the juice. It's just not going to happen. Somebody name me a stock, especially a real stock, especially any any stock, but especially, let's say, an S&P 500 stock that went straight up and held without coming straight down. It's just really no such thing. It's no such thing. You see these patterns every day in a penny stock, and it all comes down to where it started from. So that's my thing. You don't know when it's going to come down. You know, you don't know all that, but nothing goes straight up, especially these kind of market, and then goes sideways like that. It usually comes straight down. Usually something like this, right? That kind of angle. And then it kind of jerks around, and then maybe, catches some support and then kind of goes up. So, yeah, that's how that works. Let me see. Qs. This still, if this is the beginning, which I don't know, it has a long way to go down. I still think we come down to the breakout period. What else about my positions? Facebook, Carrier, I'm a little bit, it was over 25 today. You see this working, or did it fill? No. I must have took it off. Anyway, this right here, right? This action, I tried to get out. I'm kind of worried about it. Expires in 4 days. I bought the 22, sold the 23. I need this thing to stay over $23. But if we get ready to go into something serious this week, it could be in jeopardy. I couldn't get out. I tried to buy it back, at what was it, $1, like 90 cents. I couldn't get out. Must have canceled it. Roku I was in, made 140, got out. That closed out for a profit. Google closed. Oh, so when Google was ripping, earlier in the day, it wasn't really ripping. I took a loss on this one. I decided to, right here, sold a 15, what was that? 1530? A 1515 and a 1510. I sold a 1515 and a 1510. Way down here, 1515, 1510, when it was up here trading, at 1550, right? Came down and it was even as high as 1576. I'm like, good trade. I ain't even worried about it. And look where it closed today, 1512. I got out way up here though, like around 1540, and I wound up taking a loss of, I think it was like almost $500. What is that? Yeah, about $500. So that was a bad trade on my behalf. I knew I should have waited because Google always comes in later in the day, but I just think, I don't know. I thought that was solid. I just thought it was solid, and it wasn't. Good thing I got out and didn't wait till the end of the day. That would have been a way bigger loss. Here's the SPX. I told you I bought put spread and a put, and it's up $14.95 for the day. I'll take it. So now I can sleep well because if we gap down, you'll know I'm making money. If we gap up, I'll be losing money. But these other positions will kind of help me out as well. So it's like a hedge, right? IBB was finally making me money today. Then it closed. I'm thinking about closing this position out. It's just a long leap. And ever since I bought it, other than today, it was down. See, today kind of went, and then look at what happened. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. So these stocks, they fell pretty hard. The VIX is up 18% today. That's huge. I don't know if that's the spike or is it the beginning of something, more worse. Let's get rid of all these damn lines. Right? And we know, I had mentioned out in my last video, one of the last videos, that for some reason when the VIX reaches this level, it goes back. It can't go below 20. But an outside bar on the VIX, almost an outside bar to the upside. So it looks like it wants to continue. Let's look at the SPY because I always look at the SPX because that's what I trade. But the SPY shows me volume, and I'm gonna pull up the 4 hour because I just think that candle's huge for the 4 hour, and look at that volume. So to me it just suggests that we go a lot lower, kind of quick. With the market, I just with all the fakeness out there, and I really don't know. I don't know where it stops. I don't know where it reverses. I think we go lower. I don't know, but I just think we go lower. But I don't know. I don't feel comfortable. Like the shorts I put on, I just don't feel comfortable with them. I feel good, but I don't feel that comfortable, like, because it rips in your face. But after today's action, I have a little bit of comfort, but you just don't know, man. You just don't know. That's the kind of market we've been in. And maybe it's because every short position I took since March, for the most part, has been a losing position. And it'll make you a loser real quick in what was going on, right? It was going up 3, 4. Like today, what was it, up 500 at the close? So like I'm saying, so for it to reverse that is huge. This is the Dow. Let's pull up the pull the 5-minute. Yeah, look at that. A gap up, straight down. We closed the gap. Yeah, we're right there. But if you look at here's one more chart. The SPX again. You see that trend line I got? Right there. See, right here. That one. Maybe I'll clear everything out. I'll even clear my... Keep in mind about this here, before I clear that out. Keep in mind about this. See the 61.8? We're right here. And this is the 78.6. We're kind of sitting just slightly above it. So now I'm going to clear all this stuff out. And hold on. Can I draw that line? I think I had this line going on. Right there. And see, we're about to break trend. This is not the greatest trend line because there's no touch here, but we got a touch here, and I guess a touch here. And if you notice the 1 minute, you can see at the end of the day, we tried to hang on, and I think we was hanging on to that trend line. But if we gap down tomorrow or whatever, we would have broke it. We're right there on it, so it might just not hold. Let me see if I can draw another trend line. I can't really get a good one. How about do it backwards from those marks, from those two highs? Yeah, see, it's not really a good one where I'm connecting a whole bunch of points. Yeah, maybe that's it. No, I don't know. Clear. Right, there's two. It seems like every one I can connect. It's only a couple points. There's a few points, but you see we already broke that one. Connect these. How about the bottom? How about we go from the bottom? You see we broke that one. If I were to put it here, we broke that one. If I were to put it here, yeah, maybe that's a good one. We almost right there. So I like that car play you mentioned for a long term. Yeah, I still got it, and I'm thinking about buying more of it. I just, I got that short term call spread on it. I'm like, I thought it would, once it broke 25, I thought I was in the clear with that one. I was just gonna let them both expire. I actually thought about a market pullback, but that one didn't gain. I was like, why did it go back so much? And that's the thing, the market will just pull everything down. Yeah, I'll pull up Netflix. You said you've been needing, yeah. So it makes me feel good, Derek, because we need it. Even though I got some losses in another portfolio, this one is up, right? Up 7. Now it says 260, whatever. The SPX trades like 15 minutes after it closes. It's good, right? It's kind of gets all that froth out, and then if it settles, we can make better investment decisions, not buy into the hype like the 17. Anybody buy Tesla when it's at 1700 today? Picture how they feel. So what was I gonna say before the Netflix one? Oh, yeah. Wait. All right, I'll pull up Netflix. I'm gonna have to go back to that. There's something I wanted to say on that. Wow. Yeah, look at that. This is the 4-hour. By the way, I'm a big fan of the 4-hour chart. Let me pull up the daily. I mean, we're getting ready to come into some support down here, but this candle is so the move today, and just pull up the 5. It was so dramatic. I mean, right? Gap up, run up, and then just take it all back and then some. Damn near took the yesterday's low out, Fridays or whatever. So, maybe right there, maybe this gap, right, from Friday, maybe that's where it's gonna hold. I don't know, but if you pull out the weekly, and I'm a fan of the weekly. I'm not a big fan of the dailies, believe it or not. And I guess that's because I trade options when they're about 30 days of expiration. So I want to see a bigger type picture. If you look at all of the charts, they all ran up, right? Straight up equals straight down. So if you were to bring this straight down, it comes into this huge support right at that breakout period. And that's where I really feel everything is going. How was it going to get there? I don't think it's just because we went high. Earnings season for these big ass companies starts next week. I think is that people's just there's gonna be a little disappointment in them. I feel that they're gonna do well. I feel it's gonna be great earnings, but just it's not as good as we really thought it was gonna be. So, and then they'll sell off. You know what I mean? So that's what I think is gonna happen. Or maybe they're getting nervous going into the earnings, so they want to bring them all down. Right? They made their money. You already made the pop. Like if Netflix hung up here and it reported earnings, matter of fact, actually Netflix reports today, doesn't it? Oh, 3 days. Okay. This week. If it was up here and it reported earnings, is it going to pop another 5-10%? I mean, to me, you made your money, right? So you should get out. Don't even participate in earnings. You made it, right? Now, I was going to hang out in Google. And I was starting to build a hefty position in it. And if you see, because it did not have that move yet. And I like it. It has not had that move. But so I was very disappointed seeing that it did the same thing everything else did. So there was like maybe there's a little relative strength because it's only down 1.74. Let me see the Qs, and the Qs is down 2%, 2.06. So a little strength there. And then Facebook as well, but we know, Facebook as well, but we know Facebook has had those ad issues. By the way, Pepsi said they're back in the game once the hate thing goes away, so I hope they straighten that out. Here's the Facebook, if you pull up the chart, it really hasn't participated. And look at that consolidation and ready for that breakout, that straight up move that every other stock was seeing. So it didn't really participate. So a little disappointed in the move today. But, I do understand that when the market goes down, it's bringing everything down. It's bringing everything, even bringing down the carrier, which I really feel is safe. And I think the waters are set up for this. Yeah, brought them down 2.45%. Let me see some SPY was down 0.87. So yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know with some of the maybe the stocks that made people money. I don't know. I don't know. Just gotta say. But there's my Netflix little analyst, and I think the people with Amazon, I was saying going into earnings, I thought it would actually elevate. I thought it would stay here until next week. After today's move, I was like, I don't know though, because it opened up 50 or something like that. I thought it would kind of hang out here, and then earnings would bring it down. But maybe it's going to come down before earnings, because this is the move. This is the move. So people want to take profits going into earnings. Nobody wants to hold going through. So this could go a lot lower. I really want to buy a straight put on that. Or I couldn't afford it. And the spreads were wide. The market makers were even telling you, when it's like that, they're telling you it's going lower. I couldn't find something I was comfortable trading with it. So I don't know if I'm gonna get in. I said I was gonna get in. I don't know, but this I really think this comes down to 2400, something like that as well. The breakout point. I think all of them come down to the breakout point. If any of them take a bounce, let's say it comes down to here. Let me clear all these out. Let's say for instance it comes down to here, does a little, some kind of action like this, and then it starts going up. That's probably a good buy point because we made a higher high. We made a higher low, right? And then it starts to get that traction. So that might be something like a good buy point. But I don't know, man. Straight up, it's just not happening. Excuse me. You still wouldn't short Tesla at this point. They are destroying accounts and funds that short. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm afraid of the stock. I'm afraid of it. I'm not selling puts against it. I do think it comes down, but I don't know because, I mean, who would have guessed up 15% today? That 200 and whatever it was. Who would have guessed that after already running 300 points or whatever it was? Actually, 5. It ran because it broke out from 1,000, went up to 1,500. Who was to think? Oh, let's add on another 250. You know what I mean? Crazy. If you would have owned the call on that pop and sold it this morning, you was doing that, Mr. JRH, when it was around 1,000. Remember, you was getting out. Right, you was buying it just the expiration week even. I think you was buying it for the morning pop to get out. Imagine you did that today. Oh, man. A call this week that is, I don't know what it was yesterday, but a call this, like if you were to play that game today, it's going to cost you $9,000 to put that on. With a theta. I know this thing is... Why is it just saying $8? Yeah, that's all it's saying. I always think that the options Greeks don't quote right after hours. You said Robinhood fault. Yeah, true. And I think a lot of the, when you listen to, you said they have, or I saw all right, I'm going back in the comments. Yeah, they have earnings on Thursday, Netflix, and that's going to be interesting. I think that's the first big tech to report. And I think they're going to have a good earnings. I just don't think it's going to be as good as they think. It's going to be good, but is it going to be, is it going to justify the moves? You know what I mean? And I think that's going to be the trend over the next month. Especially, we got, California closing and all that, that starts to take off. Who knows? See, that's where it gets weird. So that put more power into Netflix because now, stay at home again. Let's buy up Netflix. Let's get our Netflix accounts going. I don't know. That part I can never figure out. You say, I still want to short. You said Robinhood FOMO with Tesla. Yeah, and I think, when I'm listening to CNBC and now every day they got to talk about the Robin tracks and what the Robinhood is a trade. They never did that, ever. They call us dumb money. Why now all of a sudden every day they got to know what we're trading like we're smart money now. Let's follow the smart money, right? They're basically telling everybody on their network that reaches millions of people, let's follow the dumb money. But they kind of putting it out there as we're smart money because we're still dumb money, right? We're not smarter than those people. But over the last 3 months, we have been smart money. So now they're putting us, that's not going to last long, right? You know how many people probably got in the market? Even as it goes up, more people want to get in and eventually just all comes down. That's what I was thinking. I was like, there's no way these institutions are buying at these points to me. It has to be just the flood of everyone else, I'm thinking, and they probably just, and they left us holding the bag today. Let's see what happens, Yeah, I was right. Got rich for your main account. You talking about with the that one Tesla trade you had going on that day. Yes, sir. Robinhood made it so easy because you can buy partial shares and set up an account in 10 minutes. And that's what I was thinking. Is that everybody's got partial shares. So, before you can, bef- before partial shares traded, you didn't have to worry about things like that. This is one of the reasons why, from what I understand, why Warren Buffett never split his stock, and it's whatever hundreds of thousands of shares. See if I can bring it up. It's those the A shares. BRKA. Yes, 27,000. Oh, is it 276? Wait, is that it? Wait a minute. Am I right? I don't know, but I don't know what's going on. Oh, it says there's no options. Okay, I got it. This is it right here, right? The volume today is 503, $276,000 a share. Well, anyway, I haven't pulled this stock up in a long time. That's why they have the B shares for people like me and you. There we go. $184. Oh, 7 million people traded. But anyway, it was so it don't get into that manipulation that, just if you're going to buy it, you're going to buy it. So no, people's not trading it in and out, as far as what I remember. And so now with fractional shares, you can buy anything, right? For the most part, and everybody can participate. So I actually think that is some of the wave when they opened up fractional shares, damn near for every brokerage. Do you see that guy turned 15,000 into one? No, I didn't. Can you share that with me? Can you put the guy or the link so I can watch that later? And somebody that, let me tell you something. If I sit here and flip in my accounts, have $1 million, I'm done. I would. First of all, you already know, if y'all watch me, I take a lot of my profits and just kind of push them aside, and I really just trade with a certain amount of capital. So, like today, here's it right here. Let's cover all of this stuff up. Let me see. See, I already did it. You can see. Wait a minute. Y'all seen anything? Live video, see, transfer my account. So I got it folded up. So I transferred a lot of the things going on my account to Schwab. That's where it goes from my other accounts. And I keep taking the profits, throw it over there, forget about it. So and I just did another one today. If you watch my channel, it's been a pretty good month. Week, month, so let me get some of that out of here before I fuck it up. For the most part, that's how I look at it. And let me tell you something, I will fuck some shit up. Don't think I will. I could see myself blowing an account up, so that's why I'd be like, don't follow me. I am not sitting here like I'm a professional or anything. I'm just a guy that's putting my stuff out here on YouTube. But I do pretty well. But I fuck up too, man. I have some badass trades, man. I'll go too deep on a position trying to hit home. I do all that stuff that you're not supposed to do. There's no way so I know how I am. So I get that stuff out of here. I make some money. I'll do it generally if I get up 3,000 to 5,000 and it's gone. And I keep trading the same account. So that's what I do. And I'm glad. Oh, it's great system. Once I discovered to, I need to get that money out of it. Because let me tell you something. This is what happens. I'm watching the account grow and grow and grow. And then my balls get bigger, right? So I start putting on these big ball trades, and then boom, it gets wiped out like the guy that turned 15,000 a million. So I know that about myself, and y'all seen a couple of them right here on the channel. So I get it out of here. I got to keep the small balls. You know what I mean? I don't want the big balls. What an analogy, man. I don't want the big balls when it's trading time. I'll take them other times though. Anyway, yeah, share that with me. I'll be interested in, or maybe I'll just Google it. So shoot, I forgot what I was talking about. Damn, I'm totally lost now. What the hell was I talking about? All these balls trading. Let's talk about the IWM real quick. And maybe we can even bring up a monthly. Maybe I can let's bring up the RUT. I got too much shit on there. This looks very bearish. Okay? Remember I said, look at the this looks. I think you got a real good trade on Mr. JRH. This don't look good at all. Okay, so remember I told you, does the market bring this up, or does the rut bring the market down? And I actually think the latter. I think this brings it down. That's why when I saw the rut just tanking this morning, when the other stocks, I was like, man, no, this is revert. This is telling me the truth. The NASDAQ, that's froth. That's the Robin Hooders and everybody else with their partial shares buying stuff. This one is telling the truth, I think, with the market and with the economy. Remember, most of these stocks is true American economy. You know what I mean? Not these international companies, and it's true America right here. And it's not good. It's not looking good. You know, did you see what happened? Let's look at the press stocks like the Carnival down 5.45. You know, I saw Disney. It's down, right? It they which park they closed Hong Kong. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what I remembered or read. I have a feeling they're not going to stay open. We already see what's going on in Florida. And then I saw that they was like, oh, Disney Plus. Disney Plus is not going to hold Walt Disney Company. It's not going to make it worth $116 a share. It's just not, you know what I mean? So I laugh when I see that. Oh, Disney Plus is great. Buy Disney. Okay. All right. You know, no lines. It said, oh, it was long to get in Disney World, I think, but there was no lines when you was inside. Okay, here we go. Disney World needs long lines to make money. Long lines. Short lines, no good. Long lines, money. Short lines, lose money. You know what I mean? So don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. If you're buying Disney, you're strictly buying it for the future, saying, I know one day all this is going to be gone and they're going to have those long lines again. If you're not thinking like that, it's really not a buy. If you're thinking just, so that's where the price, I think, is elevated. Everybody's just like, you know what? I'm going to forget about the next year, 2 years. Disney, I know one day they're going to have it together. The boats are going to be sailing. The rides are going to be going. The movie theaters are going to be, the movie parks are going to be, the movie, where they make movies is going to be going. ESPN Sports is going to be going. Of course, Disney Plus and all the merch and making movies, all that, you're saying that's going to get back to normal, and then the stock one day is going to be 150 again. But it don't look like it's going to be like that anytime soon. So, anyway, so American Airlines, look, this is bear flagging. That doesn't look good. We're going to pull up all the airlines. I haven't pulled them up in a while. United, are you still short, Mr. JRH, on that American? Yeah, American, UAL, LUV. I just pull up this is the best one in my opinion. And Save, Spirit. Those are the only ones I would touch. Those ones I just went over. This one actually looks pretty good. It looks like if it doesn't give up this candle, it might be able to go higher. This one is interesting. Out of the ones I just pulled up, I like this one the best. And just the airline manufacturer, Boeing. I don't know. It's hanging in there. It's been hanging. This looks like an iron condor kind of position. And remember, I had that trade on. It's hanging in there at that 175, 180 level. This is the weekly. Look, it's been like that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 weeks. Just right there. Waiting. Right? Oh, wait a minute. We got earnings next week. Another 10 days or so. Well, I'm sure that's going to move it one way or another. And there is, maybe we come down. I might even be interested in this if it comes down a little bit more as far as to hold it forever. Because I do think, we know there is going to be a vaccine one day, and everything will get back to normal. Only thing I worry about like the movie theaters because you already see they already bringing it direct to the streaming. I worry about the change in the way we think. Right? Are you gonna go back in the movie theater and be elbow to elbow with the next dude? I don't think so. I really think those days is over. It's my opinion. Oh, so I want to talk about something messy. Well, that was my free stock on Webuild. Oh, really? I always wonder. They always say a free stock. Now I know they're not giving away like a Tesla. Come on, just tell us what it is. We know it's the handful of the carnivals and the airlines and the $10 or less, well, maybe $15 or less stock. But free. Remember, if any one of them go bankrupt, I mean, it's American. The stock is even telling you. And maybe when one does, maybe that's the begin. There's going to be a trigger that just says, "Oh no, we're in trouble." I don't know. We've seen Hertz go down and people was trading it up. Hey, just remember, y'all saw the video here. Y'all saw the video here first and said you're trading garbage. Okay, right before it started to get out there. So be careful with Hertz. It's garbage. You're trading worthless securities. And people, that means if you sell something, people are buying from you something worthless. And if you vice versa, it's just worthless. So they really should just stop it from trading. And then they was gonna do a big Ponzi scheme, if you want to call it, or where they was gonna allow them to sell shares to us, another offering of worthless shares. And I think they finally put that to a stop. That was wrong when they was gonna do that. I wanted to talk about, so me and my girl this weekend, I was thinking, I'm trying to figure out the bull case for Amazon. And everybody knows the long picture, but I was thinking about, because I read the story about Black Friday, which I just totally wasn't thinking about, because it really is right around the corner. What is that going to be like? It's called Black Friday. Can I get rid of the charts? Can we go to talk mode? I'm setting myself up. There we go. It's called Black Friday because most people. Oh, I gotta bring it home. You got my comments. All right. It's called Black Friday because most companies, that's the day of the year that they go black, that their numbers go from being negative all year to positive, right? You see these department stores or whatever, and you go in at March, just like nobody in there, man. About the little things they sell won't even pay for the light bill. But come that day, that's the day they go positive for the year. So that's why it's labeled Black Friday. But it's not really going to be a Black Friday. It's not going to happen this year. So therefore, it's not going to be Black Friday. They already been closed most of the year, and they kind of trickling. And like Macy's, they talk about doing curbside pickup. Do you curbside pick up something from Macy's? Generally, when you go into these department stores, you have to you're shopping, you buying some jeans, you're looking at the whole array, right? It's not really like, hey, I'm picking this up, I'm picking that up, I'm picking this up, send it down. No, they're looking at something that's going to fail. So basically what I'm getting at is, if the malls are going to be shitty, and all the stores are going to be shitty, who's going to win for Black Friday? And I'm thinking the people with the best e-commerce going on, and Walmart, Amazon, of course, Target. I never bought anything, and Macy's has, but I don't know if you buy the stuff that they sell. I don't know. I think they still the next company to go down, but the e-commerce places are going to win. And that's what I put on a real bullish trade on Walmart. We know Amazon is kind of getting away from us, and we expect them to be the winner. And I was like, well, maybe this is where the move is coming from. Maybe it's looking way out there, and it's like, because they're really going to clean up on this Christmas. They are going to clean up if there is no Black Friday, if the malls, if they kind of restrict us from going out there, everybody and their mother is going to be, this is where they're getting their gifts from. And of course, Walmart has great e-commerce. So anybody that has great, y'all figured out. I used Target once. Never used the department stores. They're gonna be the winners. So I was like, you know what? I want to buy more Walmart, especially they starting this Plus thing. I was even thinking that Amazon pushed back the Prime Day. Are they thinking like, did they push back the Prime Day to steal the money from Black Friday? You know what I mean? To take people's. So basically, if you push it back, you're starting to think more Christmas. So therefore, are they bringing it forward, pulling it forward? Is that what it is? You're pulling the Christmas money forward away from the other retailers. They say it's all because they don't have their logistics right, but I don't know. They ain't going to say, we're moving it back to take the money we're pulling forward Christmas from you guys. We're really going to give you the knockout blow this Christmas. And it possibly can. After this Christmas, if there is no Black Friday, because companies can't be black, come January 1st, around that time, that's when we're going to start hearing of the real bankruptcies. And so I just really think we're in trouble if we're doing all of this, social distancing. So I think Amazon works, and I think Walmart works, and Walmart has a great chart. Look, it was only down 0.89% today. It's telling you it wants to go higher. So I'm going to be building a larger position in this based on Black Friday. So, Walmart, I don't know if y'all ever been, but you could buy anything here, You could buy, look, I got a Ladder DVD. Anyway, I just bought Ladder 49, one of my favorite movies. Look how it's $28. Anyway, they got third-party people. It's really just like, you can get anything here. You know what I mean? So I use Amazon a lot. I'm always, what's the price on Walmart? What's the price on Amazon? And I just buy whatever, whoever's got the cheaper price. So don't count them out, especially if they come out with Walmart Plus and this thing is worthwhile. They say they're going to get movies. They did own Vudu, and I think they sold it to Fandango. But I don't know. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. But just kind of keep them in mind. That's my little thinking about this whole Christmas thing. Because if we're inside, I'm telling you, the retailers, boy, they're not going to survive. If there's no Black Friday, they're hanging on us by the string right now. If there's no Black Friday, they are not going to survive. And who is? I think Kramer says it's going to be like 4 stores. There's going to be Target, Costco, Walmart, Amazon. And as far as other big box stores, your Home Depots and Lowe's. And that's only because Amazon can't touch them. Even Walmart can't either. So because Walmart got the shitty tools and they don't sell wood, and so they're in a class by itself. So you want to buy those as well. And look at Home Depot down 0.2%. Right? See, I didn't even. Just telling you what's going on, pulling it up. They're not even down after today. So these are the stocks. These are the winners. Matter of fact, that's real bullish right there. Right, just that consolidation pattern. So that's where you want to be. That's it for retail. This is done. It's really gonna be 4 stores or 6, whatever, and that's it. It's terrible when you think. And then what happens to the economy when all the other stores are gone? What happens when all the mom and pops are just gone? I don't know. That's why I think we are in bad shape, and I really do feel that I'm pulling up the SPX. Could I pull up? Let me pull up the SPY. That there is a chance of a W. I really do feel it's just not happening yet. The money's flowing out there. Elections is coming. When it all settles down, because the companies, they just can't hold. We think it's going to be the viruses. Oh, I'm showing y'all charts and y'all can't even see. Hold on, I got to go back to my regular screen. Let's go back to me in the corner. So here, there it is. I really think it's going to be a W because, or even lower, because when the dust clears and it's all settled down, it's going to be too late. Like, so we know we know the what is it called? The antidote. What is it? You know what I'm talking about? I can't even think of the word. Let's call it the antidote because I can't think of. Basically, we get rid of the virus thing. We know that's going to happen. But will it be too late? Will it be too late for these other companies to be bankrupt? We're done. I wish you would have came out last month with it because we're done. That's what I worry about. You know what I mean? So we know certain companies are going to be able to hold on like a Disney, and certain other companies, you know who they are. And that's why those are the ones that's going higher. And the ones, and that's why the small caps, this is why this is going lower. Because they're not going to be able to hang on. There's a lot of these companies that's not going to be able to hang on. And the government's already talking about not paying everybody. They're like shortening down the next stimulus to people that make $40,000, and the next PPP, whatever it's called, is not going to be as great as this one, the last one, and not like that one was great, but you know what I mean. So this is my thinking. This is everything I was thinking about over the weekend. I was going to do a video yesterday. I don't know if I think crazy. Let me know if y'all agree, disagree, if I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about or whatever. But it's just my little common sense of what's going on or what's going to happen. Because let me tell you, us making new highs and we seeing, oh yeah, American, they're getting rid of all airlines and, and all, just all the negativity out there. Is no way. The people, us, me and you, the biggest driver of the economy is the consumer. So if consumers don't have jobs and they ain't not even going to give the stimulus to everybody, people making $40,000 or less or whatever, it's kind of, winding down. How are we at new highs? If the consumer, Apple's ripping, right? Is anybody going to be buying the $1,500 iPhone? I got $1,500. I'm sure they'll figure out how to work the old iPhone and get some more life out of it, because it's just, even with 5G, so when 5G comes out, I don't have the money. You know what I mean? I need a job. So that's what I just think. I'm telling you, it's just not good. But I've been making money because I'm following this stupid stuff going higher. So just be prepared. All right, there's my rant. So I think this is one of the first times I ever had a rant, man. What are you guys talking about? Walmart. Okay. Messy Will. He said last year was the first Black Friday. I did most of my shopping online, and I've been doing it forever. I'm geeky. I try to do all mines, and I do mines. When I start mines on Amazon Prime Day, and I try to scoop up some of those deals and put it in a closet. I don't know who's gonna be for what when I start buying the deals, but come Christmas, I'll say, yeah, I'll give this to such and such. I'll give this to such and such. I just be buying the deals and then distribute it later. Oh man, you said lots of deliveries during Black Friday. UPS, FedEx should get a pop. True. Here's another thing I want to talk about, because I heard it, and it's true. Inventories. Inventories kill a business. Are these how much are they going to be buying and say they don't sell it? That these companies, they got a real choice to be making right about now. How much do they want to stock up? Are they going to be certain to get rid of all their shit? You know what I'm saying? Because if they're holding on to a lot of shit at the end of Christmas, those companies are going to be in trouble. All right, so keep that in mind. Anyway, you said Walmart makes a lot of their profit from foreign companies. I'm visiting family in Mexico, and that was everyone go to for everything. Yeah, so I like Walmart. I really do. I want a big ass monstrous position in Walmart. I really think I might, because I don't like anything else. I'm really just liking Walmart because we still need to buy things, and Amazon's good. It's just pricey, And remember, by the way, Amazon's biggest thing, which bothers me a little bit, And I'm Amazon bull. Is this it? Flexible grid. Sean, I forgot my here trade company profile. There we go. So here's Amazon's biggest thing is web service. We can show by market cap or estimated value. So the Amazon Web Service is $653 billion. Then you got Amazon North America and International. Companies like Google and Microsoft, ServiceNow, Cloudera, I can't think of all of them. They're eating into this part. Okay, so if this part starts to become lackluster, so will Amazon. I know a lot of people think it's all about the stuff we buy, but it's really all about this. So we have to just keep that in mind. They kind of blew this up when nobody was really doing it. Now everybody and their mother is trying to eat into this. So that part bothers me. You see, Amazon Web Service constitutes 46% of the price estimate for Amazon stock. Okay, so it's worth 46% of the stock. All right, so if we get back the chart, kind of draw it out a monthly, right, and just kind of estimate right about there, right about that line. That's about half, right? It's about half right there. One of those halves is Amazon Web Services, so let's just, and if we pull up, let me see, I haven't done this in a while. I haven't pulled up any of the clouds. They're fighting, for the same shit. There's just a lot of people getting in that space. So I actually worry about that. I kind of mentioned it in that video as well. I don't know all the tickers, but a lot of people's getting into that space. It is the future, and they're not going to let Amazon get all that money. Online and Tanger outlets. I guess I don't remember what I was saying, Jay, when you said. I know the Tanger malls has been. They're kind of unique. I know the Tanger malls has been terrible, if I remember, but then they kind of got a little bid, and I don't know. I don't know anything too much about them. I know the Nike store over there is going to be kicking ass in those Tanger malls. I forgot the Tanger symbol. Tanger factory, SKT. Yeah, look at that, right? Does that tell you everything you need to know about Tanger? It's because it's all about online, So I remember when this was before the Amazon destruction. Oh, this was a great stock. It's a 2-minute. And then you had Amazon came along. See, look at that. This was a great stock. And Amazon came along, started kicking it into gear, and you can see where that's going. You can't look at that and tell me that's getting ready to go higher. So when this goes down to zero, because it does look like it wants to head there, I don't know, man. More business for Amazon. I don't know. I'm playing like economist. I don't know. I guess more business for the Amazon and whatever. Vaccine. Thank you. I'm saying antidote like I got bit by a snake. When they come out with the vaccine, it could be too late for a lot of people. So they need to hurry up. That will be the best news. Not only a vaccine, but a vaccine like tomorrow. That will be the best news. And I don't know, Dan. We keep coming out with little positives, but in actuality, it's not gonna be out like October, it's just not September, before Black Friday. It's gonna be out sometime next year. And then if we do experience a new strain, forget about it, man. Just like the flu, we need a flu shot every year because there's always different strains, so if it does one of those, mutates, and now we thought it was this, now we got to do this. Man, it could be ugly. So I know a lot of people's linking to V. and we know there's been a disconnect. I'm starting to just, I guess my bearish views has really been popping this weekend. I'm thinking more of a W. I really am. I'm starting to see the W with the fraud, and not only just because of the economy, just because let's say everything was normal. Let's just say everything was normal. If it was like 1990, it'll just come down just because we're too frothy, right? It went up too high. We got to come back down. We got to correct, just to correct, right? Just to correct a normal correct, like say bear market type thing from here. And let's say there was no bear market because we was at new highs. We'll be down 20%. So, and that's nothing with anything to do. So but we do have those wins that could push us down. And there's also wins the only wins that can push us up is the Fed throwing money all over the place. Is the bailout, the Fed put has multiple puts. But, it's just, man, you could just write a list of them. I can't even think of nothing positive but stocks going up. What's positive? Go ahead and type it in there. What's positive? I don't know. Everything is negative. I guess positive deaths. But I tell you what, man, I think the deaths, there's something going on with that number. I really don't think it's factual. New York City had its first no death day. Okay. All the millions of people in New York City, nobody died of corona? Nobody? I don't know. Then you got, I don't know, man. I'm a conspiracy theory kind of person. I always make up my own mind of what I see. Things just don't make sense. We're spiking like crazy and deaths are down. It just doesn't make sense to me. Hold on, Jay. You said people have spending habits, take debt for the phone. By the way, debt. Anyway, people have bad spending habits, take debt for. Yeah, I know. But see, the thing is, everybody has a phone, and I know it all depends on these jobs. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, cause I remember when I declared bankruptcy when I got divorced. How many years ago? 6 years ago. And I remember before that, our income was this. And our expenses was this. I'm just going to throw out some random numbers. Our income was, okay, just to put numbers behind it, but they're not the actual numbers. Say our income was $5,000 a month, and our expenses were $7,000. So every month that went along, we was $2,000 in debt, $2,000 in debt, $2,000 in debt. Eventually that adds up and it'll cap. You only got so much credit limit. And then the credit companies, they're even going to be watching with a microscope and be like, cut it off. Unlike when things is good, they always trying to find a way to add new credit limits. Well, when things is bad, they always finding a way to cut your credit limit. So eventually you reach that point. So like if you don't have a job and whatnot or you're struggling, I don't know if you're going to use another piece of that debt to get a phone because you might need it to pay bills. And they was also talking about, a lot of people's behind in their housing, right? That I don't think nobody can evict anyone right now, but there's a lot of people that owe their landlord some damn serious money. What's going to happen with that situation? So I remember when I got behind on my mortgage, there was no way I could come back. Next thing you know, I blinked and I owed them $10,000, and I still owed them another $1,200 for the mortgage this month. I was like, this is not happening. There's no way I'm paying you back. So eventually, time went along. We had to lose the house. So this was a process. So it took a long time for this to happen. And I think that's what's going to happen now. And eventually, boom, everybody's like, man, I owe my landlord or mortgage company such and such. And, and so everything's not all good. It's going to, I can't think of the metaphor, but it's going to reveal, what's happening. It's just building up and then it's just going to come out, PSQ. Yes, I don't even know what PSQ is. Trust short, the short Qs. Is this the ProShares short? Is this a short the Qs? What? I don't know what this is. And why is it going straight down? There's no bounce. Is it up? Is it an inverse? But it's no, it's up today. So this must be an inverse, right? Yeah, I don't know. SH. Oh, okay. SH is the short SPY. I got you. Okay, I got you. You're saying this is the trade to be in. This is where it's gonna to reverse, and that's possible. Yeah, I bought the SH before, and yeah, I never heard of the PSQ though. Look at that. Yeah, that's definitely the inverse. But yeah, something. If you want to hedge in your portfolio, or you might just want to go straight this. You know. People have bad spending habits. Yeah, I got you. I'm saying you're looking at Palantir and Coinbase. I know nothing about those. When they go public, they are already making contracts with the U.S. government for data. Okay, good idea. I know nothing about it, but good luck in those trades that you're looking at. And you know what? It goes to say you got to formulate your own idea, right? So I was sitting here giving you my little Walmart bullish case, or anything e-commerce like Amazon and stuff. And like I said, I like Amazon. Just got ahead of itself, I feel. You got to formulate your own little thing, you know, to make money. As you see, if you follow along with everybody else, see how they just pull the rug out, and the rug could still be pulling out. We could wake up. I mean, the VIX is still, what is it? It's still way up. I know it's still 32. That over an average, that is high. That's super high. We could wake up, limit down. You know what I mean? Because that's where the VIX is sitting. It's not like it's 18, 22. It's 32. It's pretty high. So we have to be careful. And I said this in some other videos. It's amazing how the VIX has been high for so long, but the market's just reaching these highs. I'm telling you, there's just a disconnect in everything. That's why I did that. I was like, everything that we look at is fake. The VIX, just everything. And eventually, it can't stay like that forever. It just can't. We know it, right? I think of that metaphor again. It's all going to come to a head. Is that it? It's the truth. It's all going to come out. I'm telling you, man. Be ready. You know, I got long stocks in my long portfolio. I think I'm going to hold everything and just take any downdraft that may come. I don't really want to. I don't know. I really have to think what I want to do, because I made some great profits. I mean, I could just sit out, wait for next year. So I really got to think, and decide what I want to do. I really don't want to give everything back to the market. And we all know that's possible. We all know from March, that happened in 6-7 days. We gave years back, so think about what could happen, right? So it's just possible. Let me pull up the weekly. I'm just curious about something. Right here, I'm just to give you an example of what's happening, of what this VIX is looking like. Okay, here we know this is when it all started to go downhill. It says here February 24th. So let me pull up the SPY real quick. I wish I could overlay it, and I think you can with Thinkorswim. I just don't know how to do it. February 24th, it's got to be over here. Right here. This candle, right? The biggest candle, February 24th. We seen where the VIX was. That was the start. So let's go back to the VIX. This is where we was. This is where the VIX was, just as the market started to crash. It opened 22. It closed at 40. Well, look, man, this is where it opened. I'm gonna draw that line. Let's get rid of this line. Delete, remove drawing. Look how we never even reached that level, right? So this is the area to where it started to fall. Now we're at new highs in certain indexes, and we never even reached that area yet. There's a lot of nervousness, people. So if you look at that, let's really zoom into, analyze this VIX here, and we draw that bottom right there, right? And we draw this bottom right here, right? Notice that they're all higher lows even. Why are we not going back down? We're low. Granted, I always say, man, the trend is lower, so therefore stocks can go higher. Follow the trend. But now that we're down here and we're deciding if we're going to go back to normalcy or not, it doesn't look like it wants to go back to normalcy for whatever reason. It looks like it wants to stay elevated, and it doesn't even want to get to the level of to where the breakdown first happened. Why? Just that's it. I don't. You tell me. People's nerve, and we also going into the summer shit. We know this is generally a bad time. It's just interesting. I think when we crack this low, when we crack that open right there, maybe we're making headway. But we can't even crack the what is that? What's the low here? Of 2354. This was June 1st. Now we go back to June 1st on the SPY. See what we look like. This was the lowest VIX. Was it probably right there? And look, we was just here today, and we didn't even get. The VIX didn't even get close to that level right there. So we know what the VIX was here, right? It was 22, right, somewhere around there, and then here 27, and then here 30. What was it, 20, whatever, in the 30s? We're 32 now. So, right, the VIX is higher. It shouldn't be. We're right here. We should be at the 24 mark, but we're not. We're at the 27 mark. So what does that mean? Well, generally when the VIX is higher, stocks go lower, right? So could mean that. Yes, short the markets. Gotcha. With the PSQ and the SH. You said the market has PTSD. I'm telling you, something is not. It's like I said, everything is fake. Everything. Politics, markets, retail. You go out in the street. At least I go out. There's a lot of people out there. And people are buying. I see a lot of cars. Just, where are you going? I see a lot of strip malls that's not even open yet. I see people's buying a lot of groceries still, but not as much. It seems like that calmed down just a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just coming up with my own little theories and stuff. And it's hard to put something together because, like, if you, let's say you're bearish, which I kind of am, but I'm still trading what I see, and that's really helped me out more. I won't say I lost a lot of money, but I didn't make as much as I could make because I wasn't trading what I see. You really got to trade this. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Let's say you're bearish, and you got this thesis, right? But it's just not happening, man. The market just ripped your face off. I don't know, man. And then there was something else. And also, you know what pisses me off? You don't know I like Amazon. I've been trading a lot. I started the channel trading this stock. And Tesla. I've been trading Tesla since the 400s, trying to make money. And I've done well. I made my fair share, but not as much as I could make because every time these stocks went straight up, the stocks that even Shopify, okay, yeah, that looks like a... Shopify still has a lot of room to go down if it were to. But if it's gonna be that e-commerce kind of Christmas season, Shopify can probably go higher, because all the shops. So yeah, I might have to get back into this once it pulls down. I'm out. I got out one of these pops. I forgot I was trying to make a point, but I forgot the point. Anyway. Yeah, I totally forgot the point, so I'm sorry. Oh boy, Trump Bandicoot. You wrote a little picture of something. It looks like an Android something. You said you're looking to get into other things like real estate. I work and trade. I need another stream of income. Real estate for me, I looked into it, but I do got a lot of REITs in my buy and hold. I just don't have the time. That's how I look at it. I just can't. I don't got the time. And I don't want to hire people. I don't know. I don't like the illiquidness of it either. It's just me. I know a lot of people's millionaires from real estate, so don't listen to me. But I know me personally, I don't really have the time. But I like real estate, so yeah, my portfolio's full of REITs, and they've been doing pretty well. The REITs. Um, okay, that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I hope y'all like this video. I think it was pretty good because it was actually me venting, just putting what I think about, and it's not all goes together. It doesn't, like when I put my little puzzle pieces together, they don't really go together like this, right? I'm all over the place. I wanted to do this. I mean, my puzzle pieces are like this. Anyway, but thanks for all. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think we are at that point. I really think, to tell you the truth, I think a lot of it is election wise. We know Trump. Let me tell you something. He's a guaranteed loser if this market's down towards its lows come November, right? So he can't let that happen. I actually kind of think, even though I think a little bit before, but I think that's the point. Once we know who the president's going to be, that's when I think the legs come out. I think it's that point. If I had to pick a point, I think it's that point. Especially if there's a change in the president. I don't know, though. Sometimes I think America wants the new president. I wouldn't say America, the stocks, okay, wants a new president. So there it is. You said, how does one get into stocks? You just now, watch me. Just start paying attention. You could open a Robinhood account. Even though I don't like them, I'd rather Fidelity Schwab. You could trade free, and you also could buy fractional shares. And just listen, read every book you can, learn about stocks. You have to read everything, because there's no, y'all know this, there's no, what is it called? Secret sauce. Nobody's got the secret sauce. How to do it, nobody. So you have to read everybody's sauce and then create your own sauce. I think that was the greatest metaphor ever, right? Right? You got to create your own sauce. But see what everybody else got in their sauce. So you have to read this book, that book, How to Get Started. You can read Stock Investing for Dummies or Trading for Dummies, all those dummy books, just to kind of learn about the market. You could open up a Thinkorswim account. I don't think you even need any money, and paper trade to see what it's like, to learn the platform. And you don't need a lot of money now with partial shares. You can buy stocks for $1, 50 cents, whatever. You can buy fractional shares, and you're investing, So buy what you like for the long term. Now, remember, what I do on this channel is trading. I don't really share my investing portfolio just because I can't hide the numbers like that. That's all. And I do all the videos live, so trading. I have a portion of all my money where I trade. So that's how I kind of do it. Trading is different. It's really different than investing. So you see something low, like say a stock like 3M, it pays a good dividend. It's been coming down. It looks like it possibly wants to turn around. You might be able to buy this stock. I got in down here, actually. Yeah, I actually got in at the damn lows. And 380, 3.8% there. I think I got in at 133. I think I right here somewhere. So, but it's still not that far from its low. So you could buy something like this, and play for that. Actually, it looks like it might want to turn around, or is at the top of the channel. Look at me looking at 3M. Well, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's like, I gotta cut through those stems. It's kind of right at the top of this channel. Yeah, there's a channel there. So this could possibly turn around and go lower. We need more a definitive breakout of this channel. I don't want to get really all tight with the lines and be like, it's out, it's in, it's out, it's in. Now you show me that it's out. You show me no doubt that you're out of this channel, and then that'll be a good positive sign to buy. And that's how I use that's what's called technical analysts. I don't really look at the. I like to buy S&P 500 companies, solid companies, and kind of look at the charts, see what it's doing. If it's you want to buy things that's going up. See, this one's not going up yet, but when it looks like it's about to go up, that's when we buy it. It's going up the last couple of months, but overall, it's not going up. Look, the averages are down. That's the 9. That's the what did I got on there? The 20. So everything is still kind of coming down. All right, y'all. Thanks, Trump Bandicoot, and everyone that watched me today. Mr. JRH, Derek, Jay, Massey Will. I think, Massey Will talked about the iPhone. Is that Messy Will? Sorry about that. Brian, talking about Netflix. Cashmatic, of course, the jewelry box, my girlfriend, Miss Cenis. And that's it. So I thank everybody for watching, man. This is Dre. Check me out. I'll be on there tomorrow, most likely. And just talk about my trades. I'm short. If we go down, and if it's a big day down, I'll probably make money. But I like making money long. I hate making money going short. I don't know what it is. But if it goes up, I could get, and being the VIX being high, it's probably going to be a big ass up day or a big ass down day. That's one thing about elevated VIX. It's either up big or it's down big. Okay, it's big moves, right? Big moves. So let me see where the futures didn't open yet, right? Don't the futures open at 6 or something like that? I don't know. Right? Didn't they? Say they closed at 5. Yeah, I guess. And we'll see. We'll see where the futures open at. You said you're a technical guy. You like moving averages, RSI, and volume. Those are good. I used to have all that shit on my. I don't even have. I used to have the Bollinger Bands. I used to think I did RSI. There was a time I didn't have volume, but then I was like, no, I probably need volume. I need volume. And you said and moving average, and I got my analysis got a little better taking all that shit off. And I really, to tell you the truth, I really just need the volume and the chart, the candlestick chart. And I got better without looking at that stuff. And I like looking at that stochastic. That's my favorite. And it's more of just that confirmation if I'm right or wrong. I'll still place a trade if it's going the other way. Like here, it's still showing that it wants to go higher, but I'll place a trade if it's going the other way still. But if I'm like, oh man, this is coming down, and let's say this was coming down, then I'm like, all right, it's confirming. I feel a little bit better, but so as far as right now, and it goes to show you that it's early. This is the futures, but SP, SPY, SPX, whatever. Even though we had a bad day today, this is not rolling over yet. This is the weekly, okay? So it looks, so far, it still looks good. Still looks good. Nothing to worry about. Maybe we're just gonna start to go into a range, with this stuff, and like we've been. So I know I was talking negative, but it's not like it's gonna happen tomorrow, okay? So like I said, I know that I want to put my money where this is saying, not what I'm thinking, because that makes me lose money. So, but it's the start of something that makes you go, okay? So, but it could just be a range, like what happened here, then just up, right, down, up. We at the top of the range. Can I get rid of all this shit? Let me just get rid of all that and zoom in here. Yeah, we just at the top of the range. And that's something I wanted to show you. If we pull up we could pull up even this. This is the 4-hour chart. If you look at what happened here, it was just a double top action. I wish I would have seen this. I didn't pull it up, but look at these candles. The high 32.31, 32.29, 32.31, right? And the high today, where it reversed, was 32.26. You could really see it on the SPX. When you pull up this high, right? So the high of this candle right here, see that right there? Let me go ahead and draw the line. right there, straight across, kind of. Anyway, the high of this candle is 32, 33, 13. The high of this candle is 32, 35, 32. This one is 32, 33, 08, right? So it's just double top. It kind of hit the top. It came down hard. This is why I wish I was here, because this would told you to go short right now. I mean, I didn't even pay attention to that double top right there. Missed it. Just missed it. Anyway, so now we're gonna go to maybe the bottom of the range, or just this trend line right here. I don't know. Could just, if we just go to this trend line that I drew here, we just got another 53, 30, 40, another 23 S&Ps down, you know, or so, and then it might be a buy point, and we go right back to the top. If it breaks that, I think we got a lot of downside, a lot more downside to come. You said peace, Dre. Good evening. All right, Mr. Jerry H., I am out of here. You said you do. I think tomorrow. I'm guessing it does. I don't know. I don't know if we rip down into the earnings. That's, you know, because the earnings are next week, and that's the major. We got the banks this week. That could really pull us down. And then we got the majors next week. Yeah, I think they all report next week. Yeah. And that could really pull us down or up. But we already been up. You see what I'm saying? So I think I always thought we would go sideways into that. That's why I put that Google trade on that sold the what is it, the 1520 to 1515 or whatever, because I thought we would go sideways right into that earnings, sideways to up. But no, it just gave it up. You know, stocks today was an ugly day for tech, you know, so let's see if is it going to continue? I don't know. We talked about it only lasts for 2 days according to the last 4 months or so. So maybe if that's the pattern, another day and we're back going higher. So we'll see. All right, I am out of here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe. If you came this far and you ain't subscribed, that means you like me. So you have to subscribe. Subscribe, hit the bell. And if you're already here, you follow me every day like Mr. Jerry H., I'm sure you already have done that. But thanks, everyone, for watching. This is Dre. You can hit me up on Twitter. I always say Instagram and Twitter, but Twitter's the real platform. Dre Trades over there. And you already know. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, most likely. And we'll talk about what's going on. Even though it won't be much to say because I got it out all right here. I got it out today. Thanks.